astronaut Anna. I'm going to read to you this story about Laika, the first space dog. Laika was the first ever living being to explore space. This is a special book because you can use your creativity to color Laika's journey. Laika, the first space explorer. Hi, I am cosmonaut Laika. I'm the first living being ever to go to space. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my adventure. Once upon a time, children and grown-ups wondered about the stars. A scientist who loved to read books at the library when he was a child grew up and figured out how to send rockets into space. His name was Konstantin Tsiolkovsky, and he discovered a famous rocket equation. It's a way to calculate how much fuel a rocket must have in order to escape Earth's gravity into space. Back then, people didn't know much about space or how to build a strong spacecraft to keep astronauts safe. They needed one where they could breathe, eat, work, and sleep safely inside. So before they sent humans to space, the scientists looked for dogs that could lead the way for these new discoveries. They needed a space dog. One day, I was selected to be the first living being to go to space. Why dogs? Because dogs are men's best friend. Why me? Well, I think it's because I ate all my veggies every day and I rarely got sick, so I was a good fit for the mission. After much training, I received my spacesuit and off I went on my spacecraft. It was called Sputnik 2. That's how I ended up here. As soon as I reached outer space, I started floating inside the spacecraft. In space, there is no gravity. We don't feel our weight, and we float. I went outside on a spacewalk to party. I didn't find any trees, but I saw our planet Earth from above. It's blue, big, and beautiful. Back at the spacecraft, the scientist from Mission Control told me these 3 children from Earth had questions for me. Then introduced me to Benjamin, Anna, and Raquel. I tell you all about our conversation. Hi, Laika, could we please ask you some questions about space? Only if you rocket launch me some yummy dog treats. I'm kidding, of course you can. Why can't we see stars during the daytime? Stars glow all the time, but we can't see them during the daytime because of the glare of the sunlight. Sunlight comes from our closest star, the sun. When the sun is up, the blue color in the sunlight gets scattered all over the atmosphere, turning the sky into the blue color we see at daytime. Why does the moon look like it has holes in it? Those are called craters. They are caused by rocks colliding with the lunar surface. These rocks are called asteroids and meteors. The moon's surface is covered with thousands of craters. Why does the moon have so many craters compared to Earth? Unlike the Earth, the moon has no atmosphere to protect itself from packing rocks. Atmosphere is the air that surrounds our planet, and gravity is the force that doesn't let the air escape from outer space. Atmosphere works like a shield, and that's why we are safe on Earth. What star is the brightest star in the sky? Great question. The brightest star in the sky is our sun. The brightest star in the night sky is Sirius, also known as the dog star. Woof, woof. Why don't the stars fall? Stars are massive, and they're far, far away. Earth's gravity is not strong enough to make them fall. You may see shooting stars, though. A shooting star is really a small piece of rock or dust that hits Earth's atmosphere from space. It moves so fast that it heats up and glows as it moves through the atmosphere. Shooting stars are actually what astronomers call meteors. Why do you wear that big bubble helmet when you go for a spacewalk? Out here in space, there is no air. We need air to breathe, to keep us alive. My spacesuit has air inside. The bubble helmet is made of glass. It keeps the air for me to breathe. Why does Saturn have rings? No one knows for sure yet. Some scientists think The rings are made of icy snowballs or ice-covered rocks. Why do astronauts float in space? Astronauts float around in space because there is no gravity in space. You can imagine gravity as it is an invisible glue that keeps everything inside our planet. It's a force that pulls everything down to the ground, even the air. If you throw a ball up, the ball will fall right back down. If you jump up, you will fall straight down again. That's gravity pulling you back. The farther you get from Earth, the less gravitational force is. The first scientist to study gravity was Isaac Newton. By the way, that's why it's so hard to eat dog treats in space. Laika, if we get a spaceship one day, how can we find you in space? First, you have to promise you will bring yummy dog treats with you. And how about we play hide and seek in the stars? Yes, that will be fun, but can we see you from Earth right now? You can try it. Every time you wonder where I am, just wait for the evening and look up at the night sky. Gather your family and wait for a clear night with no clouds. Sit in a chair, or even better, lay down on a blanket. Turn off all the lights around you. The darker, the better. And wait for a few minutes so you can see better in the dark. I may be exploring one of the stars or planets you see. Sometimes you will see a shooting star, but that could also be me, traveling super fast around the Earth. You will like it. We're going to bed now. Good night. Remember that there are still many more questions without answers about the universe, and maybe you will be the ones to explore the next space frontier. Good night, and I bid you to keep looking up.